So, the Galaxy Z Fold 2 was just released a little while ago, and if you're like me and you don't have that amount of money to spend on a new device, then you'll probably be looking forward to what else Samsung could possibly put into the Fold 3 to make it a better device. So normally some people will be like, this Fold 2 is already like a perfect device. What more do you need to add to this? To me, I feel like there's a lot you can actually add to it. So here are 4 things that I actually think Samsung can add to make the Fold 3 a better device than it already is right now. So I'm going to start off with the one that I think is the most important: a wider aspect ratio on the outer screen. Now, when the Fold 1 came, we got that very horrible front screen that was just very bad to use, and a lot of people ranted and raved about that. Then Samsung actually listened and increased the size from 4.6 inches to 6.2 inches. Now, if you are like me, you may have noticed that the outer screen of the Samsung Galaxy Fold 2 was a bit too narrow. The aspect ratio was still a bit too narrow. I was expecting something closer to 20:9. That looks closer to 21:9 aspect ratio. It's not bad, but it doesn't feel like a phone. Like, looking at it, it doesn't look like a phone. And the entire concept of folding phones was so that you could get a phone first and a tablet second. But when you look at this outer screen of the Samsung Galaxy Fold 2, it actually looks like it's meant to be a tablet first and then a phone second. I don't actually think that's ideal, so I think Samsung should actually change the aspect ratio to something like 19.5:9 or 20:9 and still keep the 6.2 inch size. There's no need to go up to 6.9 inches. Then again, it's okay to actually make it like 6.9 inches. That would be the same size as, that would make it to be the same size as the Samsung Galaxy Note 20 Ultra, and that's already a pretty big device, and I personally love big devices. Now, the second point is the inclusion of an S Pen. I know that may sound like maybe you're trying to eat into the Note's market share, but the truth is, this is a tablet, and when you have a tablet, having a pen with it would make the experience on it 100% better. So I think Samsung should actually include this, but not the high latency pen that we have in the Note 20, as much as that isn't the 9 milliseconds of the Note 20 Ultra. I still want something like the Note 20 Ultra, so 9 milliseconds or even lower if possible. My third point would be refresh rates. Now, another thing that people ranted about was how the Fold didn't have refresh rates. So the inner screen of the Fold 2 now has a high refresh rate screen, but the outer cover is left out. And this is something that actually proves that it's almost like as though they want it to be a tablet first and then a phone second, because how can I be using like the front of my phone and it's 60 Hz? It's like Samsung is just basically forcing you to open the phone all the time, and constantly opening the phone is also somewhat weakening the hinge, and that can lead to lower lifespan of the entire phone in general. It's probably Samsung's plan, but I really think that Samsung should double down on giving us, even if it's a 90 Hz refresh rate on the outer screen, and then like giving us something like 120 on the inner screen. That would be totally awesome. Now, the fourth one may be a little bit of me ranting, but does anyone else feel like the selfie cameras on this are a bit much? I mean, there's the selfie camera on the outer display, that's good and fine. And then there's also a selfie camera in the inner display. And to me, I feel like that's overkill. Why not just have one selfie camera on one side of the phone which you can use comfortably. I get that it's more versatile. Maybe if you want to get more people in a shot, you can use the tablet form of the phone. But I don't think there would be a need for that. If you widen the aspect ratio of the outer screen and make it 20:9 and just flip the phone to a horizontal pattern, you've already gotten yourself a pretty wide viewfinder for taking your selfies. So I don't see the need for anything in the inner screen. Or you take away the one of the outer screen and put it in the inner screen so you get a larger viewer finder anytime you want to take a selfie. But then only using the inner screen when you want to take a selfie is it's a bit much. I don't know about you, but I think I'll find it weird if I see anyone using a tablet to take a selfie. Like, no. So I think they should remove the selfie camera in the inner display and just leave it on the outer display. Well, that's basically it for all of my thoughts. What do you guys think? Is there any other thing you think that Samsung should double down on? I don't want to talk about the price because I guess folding phones are still like in their maturity phase and their prices won't go down until the tech has actually fully evolved and it's become mature enough that other companies can use it comfortably. So I don't think the price will go down anytime soon. And with all the news of the Fold 2 Lite that may be coming soon, I guess there's no need to also talk about having a small compact version of the Samsung Galaxy Fold 2. Well, that's been it. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next video. See ya!